Hi guys, this topic's related on AT&T, and originally this was one main news article, but there actually is another one that's kind of related in a way. Now this is with AT&T CEO Randall Stephenson that said unlimited data plan was a mistake, and it's initially really not about that, but he also said some other things, and it had to do with, give you an example, iMessages, of course, that's from Apple and their iPhone, taking away from their texting plan. And another thing, well, let me go ahead and talk about the texting plan first. Now, to me, any texting plan with any carrier really is way overpriced for what you get, considering it costs any carrier really next to nothing to implement in their existing networks. They don't have to get any additional equipment. The bandwidth they use that for is an unused bandwidth that carries these text messages. And I guess they feel threatened by, Apple's iPhone, I guess, taking that away. Another thing that was also mentioned was also with Skype, which is a VoIP, voice over IP. Well, it does video as well, and then obviously that might interfere with their data or their cellular voice, I guess. And that kind of relates to really Wi-Fi. I think they really feel threatened by Wi-Fi in particular. And there's actually another news article, which was AT&T sees an end to Wi-Fi only tablets. And in that article, they don't really admit anything about, feeling threatened by this, but I think they are, just for some of the reasons I just named earlier. Because it's taken away from text messaging and other things. Now, they claim the reason why they see the end of Wi-Fi on these tablets is because these 3G chips are going down in price. Supposedly, you can get them around $30 now, and supposedly, it's a lot cheaper than they're seeing that Wi-Fi it's not going to be needed anymore. And now, for several reasons, I don't believe that's really going to happen anytime soon, or even in the far future, because for a lot of tablet manufacturers, $30 for a single chip is really quite a bit of money, especially. Their profit margins are razor thin on some areas to be able to compete with, the iPad and some of these other Android tablets, putting in a 3G chip, which really isn't used that much. I think that the most popular one is the Wi-Fi versions. And another thing is the average user is simply not really wanting to give up their Wi-Fi, because they can use these Wi-Fi enabled tablets, or even phones for that matter, to connect to their wireless router at home, and then gain easy access anywhere in the house. And obviously anywhere that you can gain access to the internet, whether it be even free or paid, which is airports, coffee shops, and restaurants. And those are just some of the places I mentioned that you can get free Wi-Fi. I know McDonald's, Starbucks. My local restaurant over here, they offer free Wi-Fi. And so are they really going to want to pay like a second 3G data plan for these tablets, along with the ones that they pay with for their phone? I know AT&T, you must get at least a 200 megabyte per month data plan as a minimum. I mean, I just don't see that happening even in the far future. Not unless they implement some kind of multi-device data plan that can be applied to the phone and or, tablet devices. Then it might work, which they're actually looking at. But that was the first thing I thought about, not necessarily cost, but how's that going to affect the average user? Because then they can't use Wi-Fi at home or at somebody else's house or to connect. You'd all have to use 3G, which obviously needs a data plan, and that's more monthly fees, something most people aren't willing to do.